For centuries, farmers have selected the best seeds and animals for breeding to produce varieties and breeds with improved qualities and yield. For example, local cattle have been crossbred with breeds like Mithun, Jersey, and Brown Swiss to produce more milk, improved butter fat, and draft power. Similarly, in plant, highly pest-resistant maize has been crossed with high-yielding maize through cross-pollination, resulting in a new plant with pest-resistant and high-yielding qualities. This traditional method of selection and breeding is within the natural biological boundary in which only individuals from same or similar species can be interbred. Now, the application of modern biotechnology can help select for color, yield, and resistance to pests and diseases and any other desirable traits more accurately through insertion, removal, or modification of natural genes in plants and animals, the project of which is called as genetically modified organism, abbreviated as GMO. GMOs are also referred to as living modified organism, LMOs, or transgenic organisms. Modern biotechnology makes it possible for interspecies gene hybridization and expression of selected gene in a short time than under conditions of traditional breeding. For example, from a bacterial cell, a segment of gene that produces a protein which kills certain group of insects is removed. This segment is then inserted into plant DNA using molecular techniques, resulting in genetically modified plant cell with the ability to produce insects-killing protein. From a single genetically modified cell, a whole plant with ability to produce insects-killing proteins can be grown. This is therefore a genetically modified plant. Genetically modified foods or GM foods are foods that are derived from genetically modified plants or animals. GM foods have been consumed around the world for about 20 years. In many parts of the world, soybean, maize, and cotton are the typical crops subjected to gene modification through modern biotechnology. However, it is difficult to say if the product is genetically modified or not without subjecting to a laboratory test. Besides yield and quality improvement, the benefits of modern biotechnology applications includes production of modified vaccines and drugs which are useful for improvement of human and animal health. However, on the flip side, modern biotechnology and its products such as GMOs, with their capability of interfering with the nature, may pose risk to the biodiversity and human health. Because of the uncertainty of potential risk associated with GMOs, many countries have adopted an international agreement known as the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety with an objective to protect biodiversity and human health by ensuring safe management of GMOs with focus on transboundary movement. Bhutan ratified the Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety in August 2002, and as an obligation to the protocol, the National Biosafety Framework was developed in 2006. The framework was operationalized through a project under Bhutan Agriculture and Food Regulatory Authority (BAFRA) in 2010, funded by United Nations Environment Programme (UNEP) and Global Environment Facility (GEF). The project focuses on the implementation of legislative, technical, and administrative framework on safe management and regulation of modern biotechnology. As a precautionary measure, policies on genetically modified organisms are: all GMOs that are capable of reproducing shall be banned. This will refer to import of GMOs into the country, transit through the kingdom, intentional release into the environment, and contained use within the country. Within the kingdom, no research and development that involves genetic modification using modern biotechnology shall be carried out. GMO products in semi-processed and crushed form shall be permitted for the purpose of consumption and as raw materials within permissible limit. Consistent with the provisions of the Constitution of the Kingdom of Bhutan, National Environment Protection Act of Bhutan, Cartagena Protocol on Biosafety, and other relevant legislations, Biosafety Bill has been drafted by Ministry of Agriculture and Forest for enactment. The Biosafety Bill will govern every aspect of GMO management in Bhutan. This program is conceptualized by National Biosafety Framework Project and supported by UNEP and GEF to create awareness on the GMO, which is a worldwide concern. For further information, please contact the National Biosafety Framework Project BAFRA or visit www.bafra.gov.bt.